Take some time before your yoga practice begins to focus on what it is that you want to accomplish. Sometimes we have to come to the mat just to start moving, and that in itself can be a huge accomplishment. But if there's a part of your body that you'd like to work with more strength or stability or flexibility, then coming to the mat with a specific intention is worth your while. In this practice, the focus will be in the hip area to get a little bit greater range of mobility. But before you start this practice, sit. Take your focus to the breath. Let the breath be your doorway to the practice. Start seated. I'm sitting on blocks. You can sit with your legs crossed in front or however it works for you, but see if you can just move the pelvis. Close your eyes. Get a sense of what that movement feels like. Now move in circles. Make your circle just a little bit bigger. Now move in circles the opposite direction. And just stay attuned to what that feels like in a very specific area that we're working on as a way to prepare you for the practice. And when you're finished with the movement, come to tabletop position. If you've got blocks, grab them. I like using blocks. It just gives me a little bit more mobility in some of the postures. With your hands to your blocks, if you have them, or hands to the mat, step your right foot forward and inch your toes forward so that you can straighten the leg and come to a runner's lunge. So lift your toes up, spread your toes, bow forward. And you start to feel the back side of the leg. Rise up. Now bend your right knee. Balance yourself. Reach your arms up. Take the hands wider apart. Reach back. Now take your hands back to the knee or to your blocks and draw yourself a little bit deeper in the pose, in a lower lunge. So you get a bit of a thigh stretch here. Rise up. Do that one more time. Straighten the front leg. Lift your toes up. Spread your toes. Bow forward. We're not going too deep here. We're just kind of checking in to get a sensation in the back side of the leg. Now come to a lunge where you balance yourself. Reach your arms up and back. Take your hands down and drop into the pose. Just slowly move so that you can create this length from the pelvis to the left knee. Reach your arms up again. And release your hands. Come back to either child's pose or downward facing dog, your choice. And after some movement in the runner's lunge and the low lunge, check in again with the back side of the legs. Just do a very slow walking action. Pedaling your legs very slowly. Before coming to tabletop position, And step your left foot forward. Come to the runner's lunge again. Lift your toes up. Get length in the spine before drawing your heart slightly forward. Just keeping that awareness keenly to the back side of the leg. Keeping a nice spread to the toes, a slight bend to the knee. And inhale, rise up. Bend your knee, balance yourself on the mat. Reach your arms up, in, back. Release your hands down. Come to a lower lunge. As you do, reach your arms up again and back. And release your hands. We'll do that again. Straighten your front leg. Lift your toes up. Spread your toes. Bow forward. Rise up. Bend your knee. Reach your arms up. Keep a nice engagement there. And now come to the lower lunge. Drop in. Reach up and back. Release your hands to the mat. Come to downward facing dog again. This time bend both knees. With your knees bent, lift your sit bones high. Keeping the knees bent, just draw the heels to the right. Lift back to center. Draw the heels to the left. Knees slightly bent. Back to center. Straighten your legs. Nod your head yes. Move it to no very slowly. Come back to all fours position. In all fours position, come to the runner's lunge again with the right foot forward. Press down, engage your legs so fully as you press down, pull in. Now pull the legs in toward the midline. Stay balanced as you lift your hands up. Keep your back leg really strong, really engaged. And now release. Step the right foot back. Take your left foot forward. Lift your toes up. Spread your toes. With the heel pressing on the left foot, the toenails pressing on the right foot, reach up and balance. Keep a strong action in the legs to keep you balanced. Release your hands. Come back to all fours position and tuck your toes under. Reach back. And release your head. Keep your armpits lifted, your elbows lifted. See about drawing your head a little bit closer to the mat while the arms lift. Slowly lower your belly to your mat. Once on your belly, interlace your fingers. Draw over to your right side with the knees bent. Lift your pelvis up. Draw down. Lift up. And draw down. Come to slightly straighter legs. There's still a bend in it, but it's a little bit more challenging as you take your feet just a little further away. Lift up and down and lift up and down. Make a fist with your right hand. With the fist at the diagonal, step your left foot forward. Straighten your right leg. Lift your right leg up and move it in circles. Now move it up and down. Three more. Up, 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 and release. Come back to your forearms. Interlace your fingers again. Draw over to your left side with the knees bent. Lift your pelvis up and down, up, down. Lift up and down and up and down. Come toward slightly straighter legs to lift up and down and up and down and up and down. With the left arm planted, step your right foot to allow for a lift of the straight left leg. Make circles with the left leg. And now lift the leg up and down and up, down, up, up. Three more. And release to come to all fours position. In all fours position, tuck your toes under, draw your pelvis back, keep your armpits lifted, elbows lifted. Press the hands slightly forward. Pull the pelvis back. Pull the heels in toward the midline of your mat. Walk your hands back toward your feet. Take your feet as wide apart as the mat is. Lift your knees up. Walk your hands back. Maybe you can come to a squat position. Nice wide stance with your feet to open the pelvic area nicely. Take your hands back to the mat. Lift your pelvis up, come to downward facing dog. Walk your feet to your hands. Place your hands to your low back and rise up. If you've got the blocks, grab them again. In their tallest position, step the right foot behind you and to the left side of the mat. Move your left foot to the right side. Bend both knees and draw down. And inhale, rise up. Trade sides, so the right foot is passing across to the left side. Bend both knees, bow in, and rise up. Step so that your feet are hip distance apart. Bow forward. On the next in-breath, center your left foot. Lift your right leg up. Lift your right hip higher than the left. Now draw the hips so that it feels like it's parallel. The right side is parallel to the left. Bow in and reach your right foot to the left side. Inhale, straighten the leg, lift it back to the position it was in. Exhale, draw it way to the left side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, pass it to the left. Inhale, rise up and release down. Center your right foot. Lift your left leg high with great freedom. And now notice the difference. As you internally rotate the lifted leg, you can get a nice alignment and bow forward and rise up. Now bend the standing leg as you reach your left leg to the side and rise up. And again, reach to the right with the left leg and lift up. One more time, reach to the right, bow in, lift up, and release your foot down. Come to Padasana and pause. A nice ease in the breath. Feel the stability of the legs. We focused on the outer hip area. Now, as you step wide on the mat, turn your toes out so it's an external rotation of the whole leg, and come to this wide leg sort of squat position. Just move side to side to get a little bit more opening in the pelvic area. Drop your pelvis down a little bit more. Now parallel your feet. Keep your knees bent. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Press your knuckles to the low back. Keep the elbows bent, the knees slightly bent. Draw forward and down and lift your interlaced fingers up with a slight bend to the elbow. And place your hands to the low back to rise up. Turn your right toes out. Bend your right knee and bow to the right knee. Balance yourself as you lift your back heel up so you come to this low lunge. Park your back heel again. Inhale, lift up. Come to the opposite side. Bend your left knee, bow in. Pivot on the back foot to lift the foot to be vertical. Bow in a little bit more Now park your heel back to rise up. Do the same thing on the right side. Bend the knee. Take your forearm down. This time get a nice side body stretch. Lift your arm up and over your head and enjoy this nice fullness of the side stretch. Keep your back legs strong so you can lift up from the power of the back leg. And other side, bend your knee, take your forearm down, reach your right arm up and over. Pause there. In the yoga practice, you start with a strong intention. What do you want this practice to be? And in the practice, you refine the actions, customize the poses to meet your needs, and rise up. Now let's come to a squat position again, if that works for you. If not, come all the way down to sit. So as you come to a squat position, I've got a really wide stance here for the squat position, but it just allows me to get a little bit more freedom in the pose while my heels are solidly planted. And now slowly take your pelvis to the mat and stack your knees on top of each other if that works for you with bent legs. If that doesn't work for you with bent legs, then straighten the bottom leg. But see if you can get the baby toe side of the foot to really plant itself firmly so the ankle bone is slightly lifting and your feet stay active in this dorsiflexion action of the ankle. Interlace your fingers underneath the top leg. Lift up the knee. So it's quite a nice stretch for the right hip area. So you're lifting the knee up, but the leg is resisting. So push the knee into the interlaced fingers. Continue to sit tall and sit slightly forward on your sits bones. Keep your feet very active. So even though it looks like a really passive pose for your legs, keep your legs active. And now slowly release your hands, but keep the legs active and draw forward slightly. You might find this top leg, the hip is not planted quite as much as the left hip. So see if you can root down through both sides of the pelvis and draw forward. Now inhale, rise up. Let's cross the legs the opposite way, so the left leg is on top. Interlace your fingers underneath the leg and lift the leg with the power of your arms. Now press the baby toe side of the foot very firmly into the mat. Now use the power of the left leg to really press to bring the knees closer toward one another and keep holding that action. So you're getting really a deep focus now in the pelvic area. Looks like we're not doing that much, but if you're really working this pose, you're finding some muscles that you haven't used that frequently in other poses. Keep that leg really working, yet have the contrasting action of the arms. Now release the arms and bow forward, but keep the legs working nicely. And inhale, rise up. Come to lie on your back. Take your arms in a cactus pose. Cross your right thigh over your left and sneak your right foot behind your left leg. And draw your right knee toward the left side. And lift up. Wrap your legs the opposite way. You're not trying to go deep over to the opposite side, but just a little bit so that you can just start to feel the outer hip area with just a little bit more pressure on the right outer hip. And inhale, lift your legs up and park your feet down. Park your elbows alongside your ribs. Lift up to bridge. Begin to work the legs in this pose more. So the feet are hugging the midline of the mat. The heels are pulling in toward your heart. Your breath is full. Your upper chest is lifting. Now slowly release your pelvis to the mat. Lift your right foot up. Externally rotate your right foot and draw your right foot to the right side, while keeping the left side of the pelvis planted. So you don't want to go too far. Hold the pose. Anchor your shoulders with a cactus pose. See about reaching your left leg straight. Now pull the right leg into the midline. Bend both knees. Plant your feet. Take your elbows back alongside your ribs. Lift up. Use the power of your legs to really pull from the heels to your heart. Release your pelvis down. Take your left leg up, your arms back to cactus. Externally rotate the full leg. Draw over to the left side. Keep your right hip point level to the left. Just hold the pose. See about straightening the right leg while keeping that external rotation of the left. Keeping the right side of the pelvis planted. Now bend the right knee, bend the left leg, plant your feet, plant your elbows, lift your pelvis up, bridge pose. Release your pelvis down, your arms down, your legs extend. Close your eyes. You come to the yoga mat with this clarity of intention. That clarity gives you great focus for the practice. The focus can be something as simple as just getting your body to move. Yet the more you prepare, the more you focus on the actions, the shifts begin. And you start to notice as you breathe in through the nose and out long through the nose. Notice the differences that you feel after the practice. When you notice, that will sustain your practice. Enjoy your savasana. This time of assimilating the actions. Thank you for joining me in the practice. Namaste.